I've just quit my job to live in the van full time to make social media my full-time interest. So I've got to clear the van up. Today is the first day of being a full-time digital nomad, the van's estate. First off, we've got all this junk down here. We've got a tube from the diesel heater, my old work bag, which I can go through that, figure out what, that's a different day. Just loads of junk. That's a rubbish bag because I've already started putting rubbish in. I mean, my old air filter, because I've recently changed the air filter. Look at the absolute state of that. I've got loads of just bits and bobs I've got to find places for, put away. Loads of stuff up there that I've got to recharge, put away. Dirty clothes to try and wash. You wait until you see the in detail stuff. Look at how absolutely disgusting my hobbies. Look at how dirty and minging my floor is. More cables. But we're going away to start the adventures today. So I need to get this up and running and started. I'm lucky because my battery is now fully charged. So I went out this morning. I've got an extra battery to go with my other battery just because I'm going to be off grid a lot now. So I need the extra capacity in the batteries. I've got some wiring. I've been out, ordered that this morning. I've got to go pick that up a bit later. I've just I've got to get the van clean, so come along with me. I still can't get over the state of the old air filter. If you've not changed your air filter on your van in a while, you're better off changing it. I've noticed my miles per gallon increased massively. I went from 25 miles per gallon and I'm now averaging around about 31. That's mental. That's going to save me a fortune. I'm going to make the money back on the air filter within no time. The dreaded go through the cupboards and find all the out-of-date food. Yeah, that's definitely gone. They've gone. Oh crap, I bet my fridge is just as bad as well. Let's have a look. To be fair, oh yeah. Have a guess at what the date is on this. I'm too scared to have a look. Where's it gonna go? Is it on the... oh god. Where's this? Just for context, it's about the 4th of January. Out of my entire work bag, I just got a few cables and me little, yeah, I'm hardcore because I can do one of them. And I got a high-vis. I'm going to keep my high-vis jacket just in case I break down on the motorway. That can get tucked down there. Headphones, pens, deodorant, some batteries. That's everything that came out of my work bag that I'm actually going to keep. The majority of stuff left in here is mental. But this right here is going to be a monumental moment. I never in a million years thought this day would actually happen, but work bag, bin bag, get in. Look at how much rubbish I've got so far. And it's amazing where I keep finding socks. I haven't refreshed the water in the freshwater tank for best part of a week, so I'm going to basically drain the tank off. And to do that, we just open the tap. And I think we can say that's pretty much empty. I'll refill that with fresh water soon. All this stuff can go in the back except for them. I'm going to need them very soon because I've got to park up where I'm going to I'm going to need them. This is stuff for a few jobs I've got to do while I'm in the van over the next few days. I went out and bought myself an actual Dremel, so I'm looking forward to having a play with that. I don't think I'm going to have all 5 fingers or 4 fingers and a thumb after I've played with that. I can't get over just how grubby I've let this van go. But that's the thing when you're working a full-time job. Where's my cleaning stuff? When you're working a full-time job and trying to do the videos and stuff like that, and on top of that do all the adventures and spend time with everybody else, things just take a back seat. This is one of those things that took a back seat. Now where's all my cleaning stuff? I swear it's in one of the cupboards. Ah, there we go. Just up there. So with this one, boof, the pink stuff. I'm colourblind, that looks red to me. Get that. And multi-purpose cleaner. And a plate that I dropped on the floor. This is such a massive risk. It's massively exciting, but it's still a huge risk doing this full time. I'm not earning enough to sustain myself so far, but I'm getting there, I'm very close. So I've managed to save up a ton of money to be able to warrant taking this as a full-time job. I can take the effort that I'd normally put into work. Oh God, this is minging. And I can put that into the videos now. So hopefully I can start making better videos and have more time to make better videos. Hopefully everyone will like, subscribe, and hey, maybe even leave a random comment. That's the problem when you are cleaning and you're rubbing everything. You find all the little stains. There's a piece of silicone just there from when I was sealing something, and I just wasn't as good as I thought I was with keeping everything nice and secure. But not only that, look at that big gouge I've put in my worktop just there. And I don't even know how I've done that. Chances are I probably put a box on there and dragged it. So I really can't wait to get this van upgraded. We have got massive upgrades on the horizon. Literally the entirety of the inside of the van is completely changing. It's costing me a lot of money and I've saved up enough to do it, but we're still torn on a few different things. Let me get your opinion. Because this is my just version of procrastination, so I don't need to keep cleaning. But over this side, we're going to have 2 seats or a bench. If we have 2 seats, underneath the seats we can have the electrics and some storage and stuff with a table just there. Over the top, overhead storage to about there. Shower unit just there. So the single bed is actually going to be going, but we're keeping it, we're just moving it over here. But we don't know whether to go 2 single beds and convert it into a single bed, just like we do here. 2 single beds, and then the table sits on top of there with a couple of foam pieces. We turn that into a single bed. Shall we basically move that over here, or do a bench that pulls out, or, now this is an expensive option, I don't know if I could do it, rock and roll bed there, seat belted rock and roll bed, so we can take more passengers, and that can be a bed just there. That's the idea. We're thinking about keeping the king size bed at the back, or changing it to a double bed. We're not 100% sure yet, and we've sort of settled on the idea of keeping it this way, but chop out the wall and basically move it out a bit and out a bit. Not side pods, because they're far too expensive for this van. A bit like the swivel seats, there's only one company that does them to a standard that's acceptable, and they're a lot of money because of that. I think it's £1,000 for the outside pod. Then you've got to buy the kit, because there's a beam in there that you've got to move, a structural beam. And I don't like the idea of moving a structural beam, because chances are that's part of the crumple zone. I'm not a keen fan on that. So all we're going to do is basically zipper line straight down, because there onwards is overhead storage. So zipper line straight down, take all the wool out the wall, the insulation, leave the thermal liner and carpet over the thermal liner. That'll give us an extra couple of inches on each side. This side, now this is the sink. We're going to put the hob in just there, and here we don't know exactly what to do. We've got the diesel heater under there at the minute, and that goes through the floor, so we don't really want to move that. But I don't know whether to go floor to ceiling unit. So we'll have a unit in the top, unit in the bottom, and the fridge in the middle. So we've got like a sort of mid-height fridge, because that fridge has been a pain in the butt, because it's so wide, so deep, so tall, it won't fit underneath this new narrow unit. But your opinion, I think, is the 2 seats over this side that turn into a single bed. Do we go 2 seats, or do we go a bench seat that pulls out a little bit? Back to cleaning. Look at how grubby they are. That is disgusting. How did I ever let it get like that? I mean, it's not just dusty and dirty, that is pure grubby. So we'll give it a good clean. Scrubba-dubba-dubba-dubba-dubba-dubba-doo. Oh, I've got a new toy to play in this. I bought myself a new toy for the van, because, oh my God, that's like proper grease and stuck on. Elbow grease, elbow grease, elbow grease. I bought myself a new toy for cleaning the van, because I do like a clean van, and now I've got the time to do it. It's gonna be important to keep it clean. Now, most of my park ups, especially around the summer, is all dry dirt and gravel, and it just gets trampled inside the van all the time. So I bought something to combat that. The pink stuff didn't work to get that grub off, so I've decided, you know what, I'm going to put this stuff on and see if that works. But I bought myself a cordless hoover, a vacuum. I love my little gadgets and stuff like that, so I bought myself one of them. Definitely love me gadgets with me wireless charger, me 240 plugs. I've got loads of little gadgets here. Is Campervan Wi-Fi a gadget? But there's going to be overhead down there too, and that's going to be boxed off in a cupboard. Stop procrastinating, stop procrastinating, stop procrastinating. God, it really is stuck on. I don't know what it is, look.
Left work to get rid of hard work.
At least it all works now, it's put back together, and it's clean. Woo! It's all these little areas like up here that you don't normally see, you don't really deal with, that get the dustiest, aren't they? This is the problem when you're building a van that you actually live in all the time. It just gets dusty with like sawdust and just general crap. That's my excuse for being lazy. Even these little grubby bits up here, it's just all dust and crap that just gets caught up. I am really lazy. Right, I'm going to sweep the floor up with me cool little sweeping brush, and then I'm going to get my new toy out. I got myself a cordless vacuum, just because it does get dusty, and that's one of the things, the pet hates that I had all through van life. Just the way you traipse the dust in. So let me tell you about this while I clean up. This is the ULTENIC U12 VESLA. I was checking out the reviews, and this beats Dyson both on performance and price. Anti-tangle hair roller to prevent hair tangling. It's got the built-in clear dust catcher, so you can just empty that out. It's got a dashboard display. Now that tells you so much about the actual machine itself. Everything from the remaining working time left on the battery, the vacuum cleaner power, which stage you're actually on, the LED lights indicator, the fancy lamp indicator. It's got the floor brush stalling mechanism, so it tells you when it's going to stall and when it's going to cut out because of whatever blockage reason. It's got an air duct blockage warning lamp. It's got everything just like a normal car dashboard would have, along with the green eye technology. This allows you to see microscopic dirt on hard floors, reducing your cleaning time dramatically. It's got loads of different attachments so that you can fit this absolutely anywhere. It's fully adjustable. It's powerful enough to pick up even the finest little grains of dirt kicking around, and with it being fully adjustable, you can fit it into any little nook and cranny you can find. All the other attachments means you can use this inside and outside. With this battery having enough power to last up to 45 minutes, it'll have enough power to clean any space that you want to clean. One little thing that I found out with this, and it's something that wasn't advertised and it wasn't in the reviews, is you can take it apart. You can take off the filter, take it apart to be able to clean right in detail in every aspect of it.
I cannot believe I got all of that off the floor. It looked clean, but look at that, that's minging. I do like this little bracket that come with it. So it's like, it comes in 2 sections, just like that and that. That clips under there with a screw hole, and then you can basically affix all your sort of attachments underneath it, and they just click into place really nice and securely, just like that. And then that fits it onto your wall in the back of your van, in your home, anywhere, and it just clicks on just like that. I'm actually going to contact this company. I've got the links in the description down below, but I'm going to try and get a promo code. If there's one available, I'll drop it down there too.
And the van definitely looks a lot cleaner than when I started.
Except me smelly shoes.
That is the ULTENIC, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the U12 Versa. I'll leave the links in the description. It's quite cool. My hose just broke, so I'm having to fill it with water out of a 10-litre jerry can straight into the water tank. It's just all part of life. It's just life.
We are T-minus 3.5 hours until we can start the rest of our lives. This is going to be absolutely amazing. I've just got to drop a little bit of coolant in, check my oil, and clean up the dash area. Then we can head off.
Where's the first stop going to be? Well, Jacobs, of course. I've missed him like crazy the last 18 months while he's been gone. Yeah, we're going to go to Norfolk. I think what I'm most likely to do first is head halfway down there because I am exhausted. I'm burnt out. So I'm going to head halfway down to Norfolk, grab some sleep, and then tomorrow, I'm hoping to get a really good night's sleep. And tomorrow we head the full way, all the way down to Norfolk, and we spend as long as we want down there. And that is the van completely done. And doesn't it look, well, it just looks a lot better.
My man just texted me to say me cables are ready. Now I went there and I got to a Campervan conversion company that's very, very local, Chris, and he's dead good at his job. He does a lot of transporters. And I said to him, I need a bit of advice. Are these cables thick enough for what I want? And I showed him some cables and he went, no. And I ordered some, but I thought, well, right. And when they arrived, I was like, they look a bit small to connect 2 different 200 amp hour batteries together. So I went down there and I said, is it this? He goes, no. I go, do you know what I need? And he goes, I'm not 100% queued up on it. Go around to this person down the road. So I went down to him. He's a tow bar fitting company and he does all the lights for the top of work vans and stuff. But apparently he's a mastermind with 12-volt electrics. And if I need anything, he stocks it, so I'll be able to get it. Ended up coming out 2 hours later with a massive knowledge on everything. And I've got the parts off him, which were actually really cheap compared to what I thought they were going to be. And I did need quite a bit, but they only sell the parts, they don't sell them all together sort of thing. So I needed like a couple of lengths of cable and I needed the joins on the end, the connections and fuses, and he knew exactly everything that I needed based off what I use in this van. And he turned around and said, I'll crimp it all for you, I'll do it all, just come back a bit later, I'll let you know when I've done it. Yeah, okay then. He's just phoned me, let's go down there. Got him. There we go. Got everything I need. Absolutely everything. And I was telling him exactly what I want and exactly what I'm going to be doing with this electrical system. And to be fair, he knocked me back on a few bits. He said, you don't need that, you need this. And it's all the... I was overrating absolutely everything. Look at the size of that fuse. That's mega. That's a 150 amp fuse, which I've got a 400 amp hour set of batteries. Got my fuse holders, all my wires. See now, I went from 16mm gauge wire, which is what I took in, and he's giving me these 35mm gauge. That's mental. I can't wait to get all that done, but that's for another video. I spent a couple of hours with Danielle before I left, and it's now dark. It's 8 o'clock at night. I'm plodding down to tonight's park up. I figured I'd go halfway to Norfolk, and then in the morning, I can go the rest of the way down there, pick little man up from school.
This was the park up. It's the next morning. I've just woke up. We're in the middle of a forest somewhere around Norfolk. I want to finish up by saying I have got a discount code for the vacuum. It's the ULTENIC VESLA U12. I'll leave it all linked down in the description down below and pinned to the top comment.
I hope you all join along with me on this journey to absolute pure freedom. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Peace out.